Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? I'm okay. A bit sneezy, or a lot sneezy, but I'm good. I'm here today again to share. I'm not really sure yet what to call this one, this video of sharing life experiences. I've talked about vibrations in the other video, in the last video, and today is kind of something related to that. Um, it's about energies that you send out and how it affects not just you, but your whole family, your children. Um, when we all can affect. We all are light. We are energy beings. Um, so we are. They say we are human. We are spirits living a human experience, and we are energies. We all affect one another by our thoughts, our thinking, and the energy that we carry. We all have different vibrations, yeah, different vibes, we say. Um, there's a lot that we do that we do every day, and we don't really realize how it affects our lives. And it can be good and it can be bad. And, um, yeah, my journey is part of it is spreading awareness, and I believe in sharing experiences that we all learn each other, because that's why we're here, right? So, like, you wouldn't believe or would have thought all these in the ways like that we affect each other. Um, like, you wouldn't believe how we do it, and it's considered normal what we do. When we talk about ourselves in negative ways, it affects us. It not only like our brains believe it, it affects our bodies. Even if we talk about it even if we don't mean it, like when I talked about in the other video, our planet, source, God, the universe, is always listening, and everything that we thought, it affects us, and we draw those circumstances towards us, good and bad. So in we're all just with our thoughts, we are creating every day, not just by our thoughts, what we say, our actions, and even our thoughts. So if one person is powerful, because we are powerful on our own, just with our thoughts we're creating, then if one person is powerful and can make a change, that's powerful, right? And what happens when two people, or more than two, or a group of people comes together and create something? It's like you combine your energies together and you create a big, powerful, we're all pillars of light, right? And we combine, and it's like a big portal of energy that we create, either good or bad. We can create a lot of good when we come together. Let's say when we do whatever work, projects, meditate, pray. That's why group of people coming together to pray is very powerful. We change. We create a lot of change in the world. For it goes, it's like it signals out, and it's big because we we're more powerful together, right? So yeah, so when two or more people comes together, um, it's a whole different ball game. We are all our lights combined, um, just with our thoughts, and that's what I wanted to talk about. And when we create something creative, do something creative, pray, meditate. So we become a powerhouse for change. We can also create something that is absolutely the opposite of that. Like when we talk about ourselves negatively, and that creates not very good event circumstances for ourselves. And also when we come together and talk about other people and in negative ways, for example, gossip, or just talking about other people and what they're doing, if it's what they're going through, if it's negative, they're going through hard times. It's like, it's a normal thing for us to do, right? It's like a normal thing. And we create a lot of just not negative circumstances that just comes our way. Um, when we unite our minds, our energies, our vibrations, and we can choose to create good or bad. When it's negative, together we create a big vortex of all kinds of negative circumstances. It's basically it's basically chaos. Because you are powerful on your own and as a whole. Combining of our energies is a big. We are so powerful. Yeah, and anyways, the negatives we create by our own judgments of others and projections, whatever it is, when we judge others, we judge ourselves even, and we project out onto others, right? Like talking about other people and how this or they're this or that, how horrible they are, or how just, oh, they're going through hard times. It's like it affects them. This is what I wanted to talk about. The seriousness of that, the consequences of that, because it not only affects that person, like if you and your tribe, your friends, your family are talking about other people and if you're sending out negative vibes and you're angry with them for some reason, it doesn't matter how horrible of a person is and how they did bad, it's still you're still creating a lot of things for yourselves that you don't really want. And what you're saying or what you're creating is a big energy that's just gonna come back. And it's not the people that you're talking about, you affect them in so many ways, in negative ways. For example, I think I heard my mother talking about this. Something about, something about when you talk about some people, they can get sick. And it's true. I think I remember she said something like that. My mother's passed, by the way. Something about like a product of people's mouths, like what people say, it affects you. And those people, they can get into accidents of any kind. They can fall down, they can hurt themselves. You because you're sending out all this. It's chaos, it's hate, it's negative. It's yeah, and they can hurt themselves, and all kinds of things can happen to them because a product of what we talk about. And not just them, it affects you, because if you're the one talking about it, it comes back to you. And if it's a lot of people together talking about it, and gossip, it's like a normal thing that we do every day. We don't really realize how it affects other people, not just them, but that kind of energy, it comes back. Guys, it comes back. And when they say, when it comes back, it doubles. I don't think it doubles. I think it's more than that. And then it not only hurts you, it creates negative circumstances for you, but your children, your whole family, your circle. That's why they always say, keep your circle clean. Make sure that the people in it are of the same are like-minded, like you think the same way, nothing's too negative. That is how powerful that we are. That's how much power you have. Yes. And we create a lot of unnecessary things that we don't need, and we don't realize it, and it comes back. So just be aware of the words that you speak, whatever it is. Even when you're driving, when I'm driving, I notice it myself. When I'm driving and I get, like, if somebody's going too slow or too fast, I'll just be like, I notice it when I send out something that is not positive. I'll just be like, get a move on, or and I'm angry if somebody is just like cuts in front of me, and and not in a very safe way, and then I'll get scared, and I'll send out, I'll say a curse word. And that's an example, great example of that. Even it doesn't matter if this person did something wrong to you, you still get back what you send out. We are all responsible for what we send out, the energies that we send out. And we tend to try to make excuses like, oh, I did that because they did this. No, it doesn't. That is where we all take responsibility, right? I'm trying to get my notes. I'm telling you this because this is from my own experience. I created a lot of chaos for myself that I didn't really know at the time, and it's just like I kept repeating the same thing over again, like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? And it's like I get angry. And when I learned, you create your own. It has to do with your vibration. And the vibe the energy that you hold, when they say we vibe, yeah. I didn't really know I was doing that. I wasn't aware. And I'm here, and I tried as best as I could. I had a lot of dramas that I needed to heal, and all that just got me it just kept me in the same space. It's like I always say, it feels like I'm just spinning around in my own stuff. When I say stuff, I mean things. It's just a lot of just negativity. I was a walking ball of all kinds of disasters that I kept creating for myself, and like I didn't even realize I was doing. And when I learned about it, and I tried my best to, be mindful, but still, and that takes a lot of time to healing, and yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Is I was not in a very good space. I had a lot of things to heal, a lot of anger, abandonment issues. I was spinning around in my own darkness. So my videos are here. I'm here to share my story and lessons that I've learned, not to scare anyone, please, but to spread awareness and absolutely to empower others. So what you send out, it comes back. It comes back to you. And when a group of people creates something like this, it comes back to you and your circle, and it's sad when you see your children going through it, because even your children, your whole family, it affects all of you. And nobody should have to feel that way and experience those things. It's only because, we're not really aware that we do things like that, and we create our own reality anyways. And when those things happen, we tend to go into blame mode. They did this, they did that. We never really sit back and, the question that I ask is, what I was taught was, how, what is this, like, why is this happening to me? Then you can ask the question, and then I started asking the question, what is it? What is it that I'm not doing? What is it? How can I help myself? Like, what is this, whatever it is that is showing up that keeps happening to me? It could be a lot of things, negative things. How is this what is this trying to teach me? What is it trying to teach me? Because, I don't know, you can't run from it. And even if you move to a different place, it's still there. And yeah, and then you're gonna have to see, if you sit down and think about it. Hello.
Aló, mira, Junior.
Oh, so pretty, yes.
Antes, para si quieres que yo te las pinte, allí yo tengo.
Okay, thank you.
Ok, después, tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's my neighbor. So, yeah, where was I? So, you affect others. It can be in a good way, or positive way, or a negative way. And what we do every day, what the words we speak, we're creating. We're creating just by our thoughts. But then when we speak it, I think it's like an affirmation, right? And also by our actions also. It's chaos. And when I was talking about we when something bad happens to us, we always go into judgment mode, where we judge others for this or that, and sometimes we don't really realize that maybe we created ourselves. And also in your family, it's the same, what you create, it affects them. What they create, it affects you. That is your circle. So we have a choice to choose better. Excuse me, I burped. No matter what it is, it doesn't matter what other people do. It's still our responsibility, how we deal with things and what we send out. Yep. And we create a lot of unnecessary circumstances coming back to us, and we don't even realize it. And yep. Let me see. So this is what I wanted to share today, and thank you for tuning into this video. Until next video, and take care of yourselves, and always love yourselves a little bit more. Have a nice day.